Hi everyone, it's once again time to rank another batch of 8-bit Nintendo games. I'm Jeff Gerstmann. We have been building this list for over a year. If you would like to suggest games for the list and alter the course of history, now is the time. Go to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann and get involved. You can join the Gerstmann Advisory Panel, and then at that point you can suggest games. But at all levels, you get a variety of things. Ad-free podcasts, bonus shows, and such. Access to the Discord, all of that. And dare I say it more? I just, wow. Patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Sign up today. Last week we put Strider on the list. And immediately following the program, or a couple hours after last week's show, I went back and played Strider again, front to back, start to finish. Played it all the way through. We ended up playing like 2/3 of it last week on the program. But I didn't have all the retro achievements, and the retro achievements for that game were simply finish the game, and you'll get them all. So it doesn't take much. And so I went through and did that. That's just a wonderful game. It's a mess. It's a disaster. It's not. We talked about it last week. Go back and watch last week's episode if you want to see Strider in action and see and watch Strider break in a way that I have never seen it break before, which was fascinating in and of itself. We've got a fresh batch here this week, including a game that is kind of a long time coming. And a lot of people have suggested this one over the years. I knew it was going to take a while, so I kind of wanted to wait off a little bit. But you know what? Now is the time. The most recent requester of this game is Garrett. And we're going to start with it. It's from your friends at Broderbund. It's called The Guardian Legend. From Irem and Compile, but also Broderbund. You know, the Loadrunner people. The people that brought you Print Shop for the Apple II. Also had this to say. Long ago, an alien race sent a huge world hurtling toward the Earth, loaded with a cargo of mysterious life forms. That cargo, really? It was battling way deep within the alien world to destroy its vicious inhabitants. You are the guardian of the Earth, and your saga will become the Guardian Legend. Okay. I played this game for the first time, I think earlier this year or maybe late last year. I think partially researching like what it was going to take to, put it on the program, and found this game to be, as someone who knew nothing about it prior to that, found it to be slightly deceptive in terms of what this game is actually. It's very fast. That much we know. No dice on those. We got 10 chip. All right, thankfully things have slowed down a little bit. So far, seems like a compile shooter. Your Xanax and Aleste. Got these banana-shaped shots coming at us. Okay. This star, Naju, was our home, but we were invaded by evil life forms. Everyone except me was killed. A likely story. I am going to try to activate the self-destruct sequence. If I fail, I would like you to do this task. So this cannot happen to any other race. Oh, I'm walking around as I'm reading this. Look at this. The self-destruct mechanism is protected by a safety device, which is located in the underground corridors. Remove each seal and go deep inside Naju. You know I'm all about that. If you destroy all 10 safety devices, the self-destruct sequence will be activated. I don't have much time. I hope this message will not be read by anyone. It will mean that I have failed. So I think these are all directions I can go, right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, like by the way, it's you know, like it's kind of a blaster master. If you're not familiar. And so I was not familiar. So I was like loading up the Guardian Legend and going like, oh, it's a shooter? Weird. I thought it was something deeper and weirder than this. And then it was like, oh no, take them out of the boxes to use them. Some weapons have been stolen by some of the life forms. If you need these weapons, you will have to destroy the life forms. That's okay. They all need power chips. You must search for them. Okay, that said there's weapons in the boxes, but there are no boxes in here. More of a warning for later. Like, hey, there's weapons in some of the boxes. Is that something? Okay. Very Blaster Master, I would say, in the way some of this is built. Ah! And so I don't think this game has. Is there? Do we have? Okay. No use, indeed. Chip max. I don't see anything in here about leveling, so I don't think I'm earning XP from kills in here. Maybe I'm wrong, but this screen right here with the way those buildings look on the corners. This is very much like that one outdoor area of Metal Gear to me. Like, I'm gonna go over here, there's gonna be a door to walk back into, like, the first building or whatever. You know what I mean? Is that something? Okay. Right, okay, so that becomes something. We got more chip. So now this is a sub... Okay. Oh, look at that. We've got... It even makes the same noise as Xanac. So good. It's such a good noise. I don't want to waste it, but... It's such a great noise. What a great noise. So I don't know where I'm going, really. I guess we do have something resembling a map here. Is there ever anything inside of these? Because boy, oh boy, do I feel a need to destroy them all. Corridor 1. Okay. Take a sip of my drink here. Does this have its own map, or I'm just in this? Okay. Moon. Okay, so do I need to find a moon key before I can do anything here? keep shooting at the gate? All right, well, all right, I'll try that. Oh, God. How are you supposed to know? Oh, hey. Oh, so I am the ship, huh? Okay. I'm not like, I didn't just like get out of the ship to go walk around. I am the ship. I was like, look at these silly little enemies, and then they turn sideways, and you're like, oh my God. Yeah, that's a very familiar noise from this developer. As is that. A lot of audio straight out of Xanac, or maybe vice versa. I don't know what came first. Xanac actually probably came first. Because Xanac was on a lot of different platforms. I need to stop getting hit. I need to stop fucking this up. Stupid fish. Okay. Oh, God. Well, that was... All right. That was a little creepy. I think the ship is a little big for my tastes. You know, in terms of just like how much space it's taking up on screen, my hitbox, all of those things. Like it's just a little... I'm guessing I just have to kind of just deal with it. Oh, no, I got it. Okay. This double dive here. Scary. Boom. Was that did that increase my maximum life? Is that what that just was? This is like a weird shooter level, you know? Like the intensity is kind of low. This is very frustrating. Like, the movement of this thing and the shit it's shooting out is actually fucking... it's super annoying. For something that was, like, not super annoying a second ago, I am not enjoying this fight at all. Like, what the fuck? You got key. Okay. So we got blinking stuff on the map. And I guess that's probably the moon. Is this the moon key? Oh no, the key's up there. 16 shot, indeed. Okay, so this uses 3 chip. Oh. Everything here's already been blown up. How's that fair? I'm trying to like decide in my head here if these like on foot sections are better or worse than Blaster Master. Like it's so far pretty similar, but what? Weird. I feel like much like Xanac, I just want this thing. Makes the cool noise, shoots in any direction. Uh-oh. Also, I'm afraid to, because it's limited ammo, I'm afraid to use it. Any of these weapons, which is, you know, not awesome, but, you know, whatever. Get away. Oh god, I blew up. I guess I'm a spaceship, so I guess it makes sense that I blew up. Okay. Oh, it's like that, huh? Oh, what the fuck? Really? We still have our keys and the weapons, so... let's try going this way. I think it's interesting that your weapons are basically the same across the two, you know, the on foot and... Oh! Hello there. Okay, in exchange for power chips, huh? I'll take it, but okay, you want 500 for that. Young Lolo, what do we do? Wait. But I can't even hold 500. I can only hold... my chip max is 50. Let me pay it off in installments. I give you 40 now. I like these cubes around here. Since that had the same icon as that weapon I picked up, I'm guessing it's an upgrade for that. Or like maybe if you didn't get it, like I assume there are like multiple pickups for each weapon, and each one probably raises the level or something. N. Get N or get out. That's what I say. Ah, you jerks. I guess it doesn't matter. Like, why fight? Like, why bother? Let's go up. It looks like there's nothing in any direction if we go here, so that must mean there's something in this area. Just some blue balls. And a doorway, even though we were promised that this was the edge. Oh. I ain't got the right shapes to go this way. Come back when you've got a dodecahedrons, 2 trapezoids. So this is the way we went before, right? We went into... like the moon door is this way, right? Maybe I'll go down and try to go over to the left down to that lower area, because it's got 2 blinking things. Oh, see, now we're in business. This is what I'm talking about. I should have stopped and seen what that was that I picked up that made it like this, because this is huge. And our chip max is up. Did I level up? Did you... I don't see any XP number here. What the fuck is going on? What do I gotta do? I assume it's just, yeah, is it just like the, is it just like their shooters, where as you get more of the chips, eventually your main weapon levels up? You think score is the, oh, is it 75,000 points? W. Throwing up a big ass W. See the shit from space. No. That's cool that I can just say fuck it and bounce. I mean, I should fight the fight, right? I mean, ultimately... they wouldn't put things here if you didn't have a good reason to kill stuff. So let's kill this thing, and then we'll go in the moon door. I feel like these sections of the game would benefit from a dual joysticks configuration. It's the spinny thing. No thanks. No, what the fuck? What happened to my weapon? Why is my weapon bad now? Oh, it's because I spent chips? You have to be at 100 chips? Okay, got it. Okay. So never use chips. That's what I'm hearing. Never fire your sub-weapon. It's the Bioshock situation. Level up the fucking wrench. So they're gonna give you a bunch of different weapons that look all fancy and flashy, and you're like, ooh, look at that one. No. Make your wrench good. Sure. This is insane. Hey, by the way, this game is insane. Word check. Word. Oh, I didn't want to do a word check. Wrong word. The above word is right. Word check. Nope. This is right. Go out. Like, think about this. Look at this. Hey, just set it up so you don't have a weapon equipped, and then hit the A button to do this. Like, think about the level of instructions they have to put into this room instead of just like having a terminal you walk up to and hit A or some other system in place. Bonkers. I like it. I like it a lot. It feels like they had to solve this problem late and went like, oh shit. We didn't build a system to do this, so it's just going to keep shooting the sub-weapon. Well, okay, we're going to have to write some text to them that says, unequip your sub-weapon. Like, that's so fucking nuts. I love it, though. Yeah. Gotta get these chips. They call me Mr. Chips. Maker of fine Commodore 64 software. Alright, I'm over here now. As Andrew Dice Clay might say, I'm over here now. Yeah, blue chips like Nick Nolte. Did you take money? We owe it to him! You know, blue, you know, come on. Just checking on this. Alright, I'm satisfied. Get him! Wait, you fucking... Ah! Sickos. There's never anything in these, is there? Moon door. Corridor 12. And it just opened. Like, hey man, come on in. I guess let's dive. And we get our better regular shot here. Oh, the fish are a different color now. Gotta say, slightly disappointed with this looking a whole lot like the other area we were in. Whole lot of nothing happening right here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm having a nice time. We're seeing the sights. But like... But much like the other level, like this section feels very uneven to me, difficulty-wise. And because I decided to use... There we go. Okay, we're chipped up again. I was gonna say, because I decided to use some chips to blow up that weird red eyeball thing. You know, we lose power on our main shot. I'm out of fucking life and health and lives and whatever else, and now we're fucked. I don't know. Yeah, this doesn't feel like a very good shooter to me. Like, this part of it feels bad in terms of how it is structured. Like, the layout of these levels feels very underwhelming compared to other work that this developer has done. Oh, that was not a... What was that then? Oh, it was arrows implying speed or something, but I don't feel like I'm moving. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm moving any faster than I was. And it's not a new weapon. It's not on the weapon list, so... Evil carrot thing. I will sell only one of these to you. Well, I would love to have an upgrade here, but we still can only hold 100 ship, you bastard. Freaky spider. I'm guessing I wanted to take the other route if I wanted to... Oh no, this just wraps around to here. What? So was there no reason to go? Alright. It's a good little jam, though. Oh. Run for it. I like the idea that you can run for... Oh, Jesus. I guess this would be a good case for the weapon what shoots behind you, huh? Hey! Now I have enough chip to go back and buy stuff. Oh, hello. Ah. I feel like I'm walking around in circles. Oh, here we go. Corridor 2. Not 12. Oh! Ah! Ah! That's a really rough puzzle. We dive. More fish, huh? Hey, you know, I was talking shit about the intensity earlier, and this one is just like, fuck it, we're gonna put a lot of stuff on screen, so, you know, they're making it a pain in the ass. I'll give them that much. Takes money to make money. Gotta spend these chips if you want to earn these chips. Chips get ships. Something like that. We'll workshop it, don't worry. What's this? We're stopping. I think my issue, you know, like one of the few issues I think I have with this thing is I don't like the look of the enemies. I don't think they look cool. I don't think they're that interesting. Well, interesting maybe. I mean, you know, weird, silly legs here. This is not going my way. I don't know if there's like a better... something that's going to keep me safer. These boss fights are a pain in the ass. Compared to everything around them, these boss fights are like a pain in the ass. I mean, I guess that's probably where we're supposed to go, because that is indeed Area 2, and we beat Area 1, so I'm sure you can beat them out of order if you're feeling like it, but... I should find that shop again and upgrade this weapon that I've been sticking with. You know, it's said to go left, but what's to the right? There's only a couple of rooms in that direction, so let's go find out. Okay. Gun. We got gun. To remove the seal for corridor number 2, touch everywhere. Oh yeah. I'm gonna touch everywhere. I'm just really ready. Okay. So... I mean, I guess a way to play this game would just be like walk back and forth and farm, right? I mean, if score raises your level, then there's probably a... This was the shop, right? Get away from me, creepy dick fuck. Oh, I don't have enough chips. You fucking assholes. We've got to chip up. Chip me up, dog. No? Okay, we at some point we did in fact chip up. I'm buying this. But now I can't even shoot it. But now it's so it's level 2. So now it uses 3 chips per shot, which is brutal for my main shot here, for my main weapon here. This is a sad time for all of us here at the program. I'm gonna go back here and just like I get like some chips. 'Cause I don't even have a chip. Let alone a rack to facilitate. Fuck it. Look at that. We can pick that thing up and it was like, here, how about some full chips? All right, let's try shooting this thing and see what's up. Looks like it does the exact same thing. But, you know, probably does more damage, I'm guessing. Step off. Pretty sure these things remain unkillable. Ah. Ugh. I didn't even have to touch everything. I like the idea of this game a lot. Execution-wise is where I'm kind of like less sold on it. Like there's stuff about this game I, you know, just wish was like done ever so slightly differently, I guess. I wish it was a better shooter. I think, like, obviously, you know, Compile has made legendary shooters, you know? And this just doesn't feel up to par with, like, a Gun Knack or a Xanac in that department. I mean, obviously, it's trying to do a lot more as a game. Like, all the pieces are in place. It just kind of needs, like, every bit of it needs to be better. The on-foot stuff needs to be a little bit more engaging. This stuff could be evened out a little bit. Okay, we did that. You got key. And a sword. This is either really cool or really not. Okay, so now another lower, even lower corridor down there has opened up and started flashing, so... Suck it. Oh, right. I need to get out of here. What did I do? I need to go back and around the lower way, I guess, huh? Yeah. We gotta go this way. No, I need to go back and go even lower, don't I? Oh, damn it. Could have been some cool chips or something. I think it's just it's like a moment to moment issue, I guess. Like this stuff is not super awesome to play. This is a game that when you first saw it, if you saw it back when it was new, which I did not, I bet it blew your fucking goddamn mind. The same way Blaster Master did, for exactly the same reasons. But it's not amazing at either of these things. The top-down stuff and the shooting stuff is maybe not necessarily best in class. And I would argue that the car in Blaster Master is way fucking cooler than just about anything in most other video games. Sure. Word check. I think I would almost, you know, it would, this is in some ways the inverse of Blaster Master in terms of just like the percentage of top down on foot versus vehicle type stuff. But I think I would almost like it the other way of like, hey, there are different planets with these areas in them and you are flying between them. I don't know if that would be better or not. Maybe that wouldn't be, but well, luckily we have this key now. There was a crab I ran away from earlier that well, sure. I mean, we're here. These look spiky. Do I take damage when I touch the walls here? No. My next question was about to be, do you think we'll get different enemies now that we're in a weird forest area? The answer is no. That's a little disappointing. Oops. Oh man, all the red, everything that was here that I wanted to pick up before, long gone. What a bummer. I did it to myself. Alright, so it looks like if we go left, that'll lead us to our next ship spot, but what's down here? We got arrows telling me not to go this way, so clearly you got something stashed down here. Alright, here's something we haven't fought before. It's fucking murdering me, man! I think maybe that's some of it is, you know, there's not exactly always a clear way to like what do I... What's the answer there? Is it go a different way? I'm really not supposed to be there? Or is it... that I'm not the right level for that spot or whatever it is? Corridor 13. It's like, hey man, you want to go here? You can go here right now if you want. Or you can go over here and there's another area. Maybe this will be Corridor 3, which is maybe a little bit more our speed. Yeah. But how do I get in here? The mystery of Corridor 3. All right, we solved the mystery of Corridor 3. Good job, everybody. All right, a different background. We've at least got that. Okay, different enemies, not fish. But I just, you know, like, this is not nearly as good of a shooter as Xanac in terms of level layout and enemy design and all of that. It's just not as good. So it's kind of like, hey, yeah, you get 2 games in one. Like Action 52. You get a lot of games. More games than you bargained for, but they're not as good as the dedicated ones. Oh, I was getting that heart, and then I didn't, and now we're dead. One more. I like this little tune. This is a nice little. We did it again. Now I'm going in here with half health, and that's fucked. Anyway, let's give this one more shot, and then we'll move on. This is really cool. This is I wish I'd played this back when it was new. That would have been like I said, it's Blaster Master like in its excitement. Also, some kind of, like a slightly more detail on the sub-screen would be good in terms of just like, hey, you're going to hit the next level here and it's going to do this. And, that would be very helpful, I think. Like just slightly more information. Ah! This fucking guy. Wonder if I should try and get up close and give him the sword. No. The answer was no. The answer was a big no on that. All right. Cool eyeball. That's the Guardian Legend. Where does the Guardian Legend go on our list? Scientifically speaking, it's so... I don't think either end of that game is bad. I think it's pretty good. But it doesn't, like, it's another game where, like, the thrill of it doing multiple things is the draw, more so than the actual gameplay going on in any of those levels. Whether it's the on-foot action sequences and just the kind of repetitive enemy placement that way, or the scrolling shooter stuff, which I don't think is great. I think that, again, for the pedigree that Compile had at this point, I mean, they had already laid down some pretty sick games. They would go on to get even sicker as time goes on. Like, this is not, they did work prior to this that was better in the shooter department. And so it's in some ways a little disappointing, I guess I would say, when you pull it apart like that, because it's less than the sum of its parts, I guess is what I would say. It's great that they did it. It's much like Blaster Master, it's awesome that they did it. And I think when you revisit Blaster Master, you kind of come to the same conclusions as like, oh, these levels, the vehicle levels are not great, and also the on-foot stuff is pretty crummy. Like there's a lot going on in this game, and you level up and get more powerful, and all that stuff is really neat. But again, I don't think it I just don't think it executes as well as I would like. So like I said, like it's Action 52 has 52 games in it. This has 2. I mean, it's kind of, hey, kind of spells it out right there. This is better. The Guardian Legend is better than Action 52. It's better than Orb 3D. I have been thinking about Orb 3D. I hate myself for thinking about Orb 3D, but I do. It's better than Hudson Hawk. It's better than Totally Rad. I would say it's better than the NES version of Fantasy Zone. It's better than Castle of Dragon. If we're looking to compare it to games that kind of have like 2 distinct things going on, Dino Wars Destruction of Spondulaus, has the on-foot parts and the dinosaur parts. I mean, they're both side-scrollers, so it's, it's maybe not quite the same thing, but I think Guardian Legend is better than Dino Wars. It's better than Dirty Harry. It's better than Jaws. It's a better game than Scoon. It's better than Cowboy Kid. It's better than Astyanax. It's better than it is a better game than Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Again, we have to remind ourselves that we're dealing with science here. We're not just dealing with hearts. Because if you asked me what's a better game, Strider or The Guardian Legend, I would say, well, it's Strider. Duh. But scientifically speaking, The Guardian Legend is a better game. But this is kind of a weird sticking point here. I think Xanac is 5 times the shooter of The Guardian Legend in terms of just like comparing those shooting sequences to each other. I think I would much rather play Xanac, and and Gunnac is also incredible. And so how much does how do you then weigh like, hey, the shooting in Xanac is way better, but it does not have the on-foot stuff, and it does not have the open world, and it does not have, it's a very much very straightforward game. You go, is the Guardian Legend better than Xanac? And that's a weird conversation, but let's have that in a minute here. Because we're here. I would take this over Gradius. It's a better game than Kickmaster. It's a better game than Mighty Bomb Jack. Is it better or worse than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game? Yeah. Yes, it is. Is it better than Xanac? It's not. It's not better than Xanac. Hmm. Hmm. It's our new number 45. Congratulations to the Guardian Legend. This is episode 54. Episode 54. Copying and pasting. Copying and pasting. Never works the way you want it to anymore. There we have it. The Guardian Legend at number 45. Congratulations. A top 50 game. It's a neat, that game is really neat. And I wish it's the sort of thing that if it was just like a little bit more, I don't know, engaging. Like there's a number of different things that I think that you could look at and go, hey, you know, if the on foot stuff was a little bit more engaging, if there was more story stuff in the middle of all that, or rather, you know, or if the sub screen was a little more detailed on when you were going to level up next and what it took to level up, even just a few simple numbers there would help. And then the shooter stuff, I think, again, is not like they're leaning on what they've done before, right? I mean, you see some of the same weapons and sound effects and things that you saw in Xanac, in fact, just not done as well. And so that's, you know, it's a bummer in some ways because I think that like the Guardian Legend is a really great idea, especially for when it came out and all of that. Like that's incredible. I see why people swear by it. At the same time, I wish every component of it was better. Next up, Greg suggested this one, said it's time for us to get into it. So let's get into it. It's time to hop in that Lolo. It's time to hang that shit. I'm sure I've played this game before, but I could not tell you a damn thing about it. Oh, this is bad. Okay, your mission: save the captured princess Lala from the great devil's evil. Okay, so this is like straight puzzle. Like these enemies are not coming at me. Okay, I touched that. It made the enemy blow up. Oh, now they're awake. So does that mean if I walk in front of them, they're going to burn me or something? Yeah. But only from the direction that they're facing. Okay. Okay, now we have actual moving enemies. This changes everything. So we could push some... Right? No, I can't. No, I can't push boulders. Okay. Well, now I'm dead. Oh. What? I have hit the select button to kill myself. Are you gonna come in here? You are. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna stand here and wait for this fuckface to come over here. Ah, you dickhead! Okay, so we'll do it here then. I thought the hearts were giving me the ability to shoot, but apparently not. All right, evil skulls. Okay. Creepy fuckers. Very tutorial-like these early levels here. Of like, hey, push this block, but if you push this one, that'd go bad, so don't do that. Ooh, a staircase. Okay, this is not the end of the battle. Got it. All right, this looks straightforward enough. I thought that maybe I got the ability to shoot from one of those, but I did not, so... Okay, let's see. Can I get out here in time to... No? BJBM! Now you're talking my language. Okay. Weird smiling thing. Okay. I was wondering if that would be what the situation is here. Okay, you block that with that. You with that. Oh, okay. It's any. You can get it any. All right, got it. Got it. You there. You there. You here up like this. You up like this. It's weird that everything just vanishes as soon as, like, there's no poof of smoke or any kind of effect or anything. I know that this guy, this guy should be in the running for if there's a copyright issue and you need to make a new fucking troll face image, just use this sprite here of this enemy here. All right, now we'll start moving and see if this guy moves. He does. Okay. Can I... So I could push... Presumably that will give me some kind of buffer zone to come around from the top and do this. I'm gonna guess if I walk to the left, he will change direction and come murder me. I feel like I need to know that. I feel like I should lose on purpose to know for sure, but I'm gonna guess that the way they laid this puzzle out means that... Yeah, okay. Now we know. Yeah, the way they laid the level out, you have to imagine that there's a reason for why they did it. That man just spit a fucking fat, hot knife at me, man. That's not cool. So I'm guessing I need to fix... Well, okay. We got one heart in there completely surrounded by boulders, so I don't know. Okay. Oh. I got a hammer. I don't have the ability to shoot. I should have come in from the top. Okay, alright. Okay. Oh well. He just wants to be friends. Look at his smile. This is not a game that needed to have lives. Oh, I have a hammer already. Well, select doesn't select the hammer. I mean, it says I have a hammer over there. And now we have 2 shots here to tell this guy to get fucked, and now we're good. Okay. up arrow. We never did learn how skulls worked, if they activate or come to kill you or whatever. We need to find out, though. Okay. Okay, skull's just chilling. So I've got 2 shots here. Can I shoot with the arrow to... No. So maybe I shoot this ball and hit it up? I don't... All right, well, we'll figure it out. Nope. That doesn't really help us. Can I, Oh, I can walk on this. That changes a lot. Probably need to shoot this fucker. Oh, that's bad. So I don't think I can get these in a different order. Unless getting this one gives me the 2 shots. Yeah, it does. Okay. So the skulls will still be a problem, but... Also, well, okay, so... That'll at least block those fuckers. So I wonder if I just got to get out of here and... I wonder if I can push the blocks back over this arrow once the arrow is facing a different way. And maybe use some of those blocks to block the other ones. All right. Suck it, dickheads. Very scary, those skulls. Oh, this is not the end of the battle. I feel like it could be better about telling you which hearts give you something. Okay, so what do we got here? We need to get over here and get that skull at some point. We have some blocks we could probably use to block off the skulls, keep them from getting to me once I've got everything. But we also need the blocks to block the Medusa shit. This will probably give us an egg. They have given me an egg. Because I'll need that to do this. And then one of these will probably give me the bridge. Oh. Okay, we're gonna need... Let's just put it here. Oh, right. A rewind or something would be nice. Right, okay, yeah. Don't, yeah, I did it again. Okay. Okay, so oh, did I fuck this up? I did. Fuck. It's weird that you can push on half that the half like tile move exists. Okay, we need one down here. Oh, you... Fuck this. The worst feeling in games like this is I know exactly what I need to do, and then there's just like dumb little ways that you fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like that, for example. Like, because I walked a half step too far there. That sucks. That, like, that's... Ugh. Ugh. Oops. Okay. But yeah, it's frustrating to be like, well, you know, like 4 attempts ago I knew what the solution was, but now you just have to do it without fucking it up. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. I just want to lay down. All right. So I don't get to wall that off. I thought the whole purpose of that third block was to keep those skulls from getting to me, but I guess the answer is just fucking haul ass and don't worry about it. Okay, so realistically, we can only get this heart right here and hope that it has something for us to deal with that motherfucker before he gets to us. I panicked. Fucked it all up. Also not sure how to walk on water here. Does this do anything? Oh, that's weird. That's cool. But, okay. Alright. Oh, that fucker respawns, so I needed to get up there and block that off. Problem here is like if I do this, it's going to be Skull City, you know? And it would be very doable to like get another egg in the water or use that same egg to get out on the other side here so that I'm running out to get those hearts. But that would still, I still have to get down to the chest at that point. And I've got this fucking dickhead. Can I egg him up and push him in? Yeah. All right, what were these guys? These are the guys that fall asleep near me, right? So I need to... Well, that's bad. Well, what would be the answer here? Maybe we don't need to find out. Maybe we can move on, but let's, At least it doesn't make you replay sets of levels, like start you at the beginning of floor 3 or anything dumb like that. Okay, realistically, I cannot get to those blocks to block them off before they get there. They're faster than I am. Of course. Of course you blocked the middle. But maybe if I never went... Okay, that's because I went into there to get the... Maybe if I just go right here, you'll cut up and do that. Okay. So now let's go around this way and do the same thing over here. Skulls. Huh. Which one of these is going to let me go anywhere? If I go down, then I'm pushing that block right into the treasure chest and fucking myself over. If I push to the right... Oh, I push to the right, then down to the corner. Okay. That's really the only option, I think. We could block this skull like that. Could prevent this skull from getting through that way like this. And keep it from getting out the bottom. No, I can't do that, can I? Guess I could push this one over and try to block it off here too, but oh no, no. If I block this, then he'll have to go the long way, and then I can push the block down when he goes the long way and make my way out. Like that. So these fuckers wake up when I get all of them, right? When I get all the hearts, that's when they... And it looks like I'm gonna have to egg at least one of them out of there to get those hearts at the top. See what we get. Are there any power-ups? No? Okay. Can I walk on this? I can. Okay, just slowly. I see. Not enough time to walk past this without getting shot, I'm guessing. I can't push that block down without getting smoked. Huh. Die. I don't have an answer to this though. I still don't know what I need to be doing. I can't walk on top of them, so I can't like walk through here. I don't get any eggs to move any of them. They don't kill each other with their shots. I just need to be more careful about which one is the last one I pick up, maybe. Okay. These fucking guys. Knifed. So you still get stabbed through the tree, but not through the blocks, right? Through a heart? We're probably going to have to get some eggs here because we're going to need to, yeah, get in the water. Oh, can't push against the heart, though. That doesn't work. Oh, wait, was there sand on the sides that I could have walked on? Let's just look at this level and then move on. This is good. This is really good. I think my problems with this game are all quality of life issues, right? It's like, hey, what if, you know... What if you didn't have lives? What if this was just a smoother experience or whatever, right? It's... Probably need to know where to push them in from in order to do this right, huh? Okay. Okay, cool. Adventures of Lolo. I got it for the Lolo. I'm in love with the Lolo. Yeah, that's a cool game. I know they made more of them. Hopefully they kind of figured out the way to smooth that whole experience out a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. I need to take a quick break. I need to bring some stuff out of this room because the kids are sick and they need toys and stuff that got locked in here when I got in here. So I'm going to get that real quick and then we'll put this on a list. Okay. Adventures of Lolo. It's a very, I think that the block pushing puzzle game, like there are so many different variations on that we've seen even to this day. You get to like a Baba is you kind of situation and all that. And then of course you go all the way back to a Sokoban, a shove it the warehouse game. I like Lolo because, you know, it's got some enemies. It's got some things to think about, right? In terms of how you have to navigate the world. Sokoban, I mean, you know, for block pushing puzzles, it's such a... I like the first 4 or 5 levels of any of those games, and then I'm done pushing the blocks. This has a lot more going on. Again, like the things I would change about this would just be straight up quality of life things. You don't need to have lives. You just infinite retry on those levels. Like, let's, you know, don't be dumb. We don't need a game over screen or a continue or whatever. Like passwords, sure, but you don't need to have lives. And maybe indicating like, hey, you know, instead of just hearts, like this heart is this color and that means it'll give you the eggs, or this one, you know, like something that was a little bit more, here are the things to get the things you need, instead of like puzzling that out. That's not fun to puzzle out. Like which one of these 3 things is going to give me an item, you know? It could just be, here you go. I might also say like a back step, like a rewind, like, you know, hit a button to rewind things for those levels where you just like, oh, I screwed this thing up. Easy peasy stuff that I'm sure, you know, that you make enough of these games, you eventually start to iron that stuff out. But you want trial and error to be like, oh, okay, I got 95% of the way there in setting all this up, and then I just made one final mistake. I don't want to do the 95% setup again. That's where I start to bounce off of these games. Where it's just like, oh, well, shit. Like I know what the answer is now because I learned it the hard way, but Jesus, I don't want to have to do this. Was that tech possible back then? Of course it was. You know, yeah, just tracing your steps and hitting a button to go bop, bop, bop. It's not rewinding an emulator or anything like that. Plenty of Sokoban style games did exactly that. And they would punish you for it because you wanted to have the lowest number of steps in finishing a level. And so if you used the back step, it wouldn't take away the steps you had made before. And so it would still count all the steps you made when scoring you, for example. But very solid, like a very, very good at what they're, you know, very good at what's doing. Just a good solid one of those, right? Where does that land us? Now let's start down here and think about it. Is it better or worse than Cabal? It's better than Cabal. It's better than Scoon. It's better than Ice Climber. It's better than Spot the video game, which some say is better than Tetris, or the best sense Tetris. Whatever it was. It's better than Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man. It's better than Crash and the Boys Street Challenge. But this is kind of reining it in here. This is, yeah, it's better than Star Force. It's better than Star Force. It's better than Dragon Warrior 1. It's our new number 54. Okay. Let's take a look at that. 344 games on the list now. And The Adventures of Lolo, our new number 54. Cool game. I knew roughly that Adventures of Lolo was kind of like one of those, when it's, you know, in terms of block pushing and all of that. But I don't know that I had necessarily played, or I certainly hadn't played enough into it to get a look at, you know, like here's the full swath of enemies that will fuck you up. Very neat. All right, up next, This could go either way. I don't know, man. Raymond wanted to see this game. It's Best of the Best. Championship Karate. From Electro Brain and Laura Ciel, which made a lot of European-ass computer games, if I remember right. I think this might have been on Amiga and some other platforms. Oh, this was on TurboGrafx as well. Now I remember what this game is, because I played it on the TurboGrafx. I'm so bummed to be playing this. So this game, was the reason you cared about this game was that it had very smooth animation. And, like the HUD is like, the lights in the arena are your like life meters or whatever up there. Wow, this is a really... I mean, it's cool that they were able to put this on the NES, I guess, but like this looks like shit compared to even the TurboGrafx version. These sound effects are very silly. They sound like pitched up and down versions of the Go sample, actually. Like weird chops of the Go sample, like Save on Space, like that's the only sample, but they just go gut or oh, that they can get a little bit more out of it. I wonder if that's what they did. I don't know. I feel like I'm knocking this guy down a lot. That should count for something, even if half my lights are out. It's so sluggish. It's fucking, this sucks so much, man. But like, at the time, what were you gonna do? The smooth animations gave it a look that games just didn't really have at the time, and that's cool. We got laid the fuck out here. Yeah. Yeah, that was the TurboGrafx name, right? Andre Ponza, Kickboxing. Previews. I don't know what the fuck that did. All right. We hit. I think this changes who we're fighting. Select hits. Oh, it's both buttons do the same thing. It's so it's a direction and the button that does something, but like forward and B or forward and A both do this little spinny low kick. And so up, back, and the button does this. Try selection 2. I don't know what that changed. Okay, it means if we do this kind of spinning back fist instead of a kick. So it's like you are kind of getting slightly different move sets. Did that take? I don't know. Let's go back to select hits and see if it says 2 still. It does. Okay. What is grading? Sure. All right. So I've played this game on other forums and have never liked it anywhere else I've played it. I think it's ugh. It's so sluggish, you know? Like it doesn't feel good to play. They were trying something, you know? Like they were trying for this kind of cinematic style to it with the crowd and the lights and you know, I think that's cool in its own weird way, but I just like every version of this game, I was just like, fuck this, dude. None of them felt responsive in the way that you want it to. And the sound effects are hilarious, man. Oh, that's not even a button. That's just when I push up right, he does the spinning thing. He does the punch. Like I can kind of block a little bit, but it's... Oh. All right. Yeah, this game with its menus and just like the way this game is structured, I always just hated it. Hated it. Like he's turned it on and it's almost more of a simulator of just like, here's the here, go and pick this stuff and do your thing, and you know that there's kind of a progression in here somewhere, but like not really, not the way you want. And Woodman, the Lord, Goldman, Filmrick. Let's try training and see what that looks like. Okay, I guess we're mashing buttons here. Yeah, I think this game came out on this. I think there was a DOS game here as well. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, and I'm not sure exactly which platforms this all came out on. I'm surprised to see it here. Oh, I'm supposed to hit a specific one here, huh? Yep. So my numbers went up a little bit, I guess. And I have a little more money now, too. All right, one more fight, and then let's never play this fucking piece of shit again. Yeah, this has the vibe of like an Amiga game for sure. So in a lot of ways, like this version of the game, you know, this is not the ideal version. And so in some ways, it's kind of cool that this exists here. It's very smooth animation for the NES, I guess. You know, you got to give it that, but it is not fun to play. You'd be better off with a copy of Karate Champ than this fucking thing, man. This is putting me to sleep. This is just... Ugh. Presumably there's a way to turn around. Will I figure it out in time? Maybe. I assume there must be something resembling flash knockdowns or something in this somewhere, because otherwise, like, what, you know, maybe not. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Great picture here. Heck of a color palette. So it looks like some of our numbers have gone back down, because I thought we were up to reflex 22 before, but... All right. Oh, no, no. Just a disgusting video game. Again, you'd be better off with a copy of Karate Champ, I think, in terms of playability. You would be better served with a copy of Spiritual Warfare, for sure. One would be better served with Eliminator Boat Duel. It's no Ninja Kid. It's no Krusty's Funhouse. Clue Land is a better game. Platoon at least has some mystery. American Gladiators, similarly, like, is slow moving, but not as bad as that. You'd easily take a copy of Roller Games over this. That's for sure. I just think in terms of just like the lack of presentation, like, you know, like for they have their cinematic stuff, but there's nothing stringing it together. It's just like, here's this fucking menu, fuck off. It's really, I think that's gross. I think that's like, even for a computer game, you know, even you know, for the Amiga version or whatever other versions of this you might play, I think that's a really shitty way to present a game like this. Like, there's technically some kind of progression there because you are kind of getting money and stats and all that, but it just doesn't present itself that way at all. Like, that aspect of the game would help a lot, just in terms of stringing it together. Like, what am I supposed to do here? I train and then I go do this? Like, you know, like having something like that in place would probably help. Would probably help. I'm trying to think about it just, you know, without malice. Is this game better or worse than Bart versus the World? Ugh. It's worse. Because it's worse than WrestleMania. It's worse than Skate or Die 2. It's not worse than Time Lord, though. Yeah, there you have it. It's our new number 312. Best of the Best Championship Karate. Congratulations for being a top 400 NES game. You're in the top 345. Of the games ranked. Yuck. All right, next up. Billy OK wanted to see this game. Specifically, he wanted to see the prototype of it, but we're not going to do that. We're going to look at the real version. And it's so real. It's too real. This game shipped. Should it have? From your friends at American Softworks Corp., ASC Games, a Beam Software production, Power Punch 2. Starring heavyweight boxing sensation Mark Tyler. Power Punch 2, the sequel to Power Punch. I mean, everyone loved Power Punch 1. And we're dying for a sequel to Power Punch. And there he is. That's Mark Tyler. No one can beat Tough Guy. He's untouchable. There isn't a man walking this earth that stands a chance against him. Is it an alien drinking a cold one? I love this fucking alien Don King. Holy shit. I think it's time for Mr. Tyler to... The Intergalactic Federation Superboxers. Yeah, the IGBF Heavyweight Championship of the universe. All right, let's play this. Let's get into a game here. Start new game. Continue old. Prepare to enter pre-fight training ship. Searching the database, here he is. Mark Tyler, human Earth champion, has never lost and has never been knocked down. See, it's the fun benefit of when you're using a fake boxer, you can just write things like has never lost. The prototypes from when this was Mike Tyson have different text here. 33-0, considered to be the greatest of all time. Great music, great menus. We're going to skip the workout because I know I would not do better than 1 pip per thing anyway. The IGB Federation computer is searching and it's found 9763 Borg. Call him up. 9763 Borg. For the hottest solar alien pussy from Energalon 5. What am I saying? A metal man from the inner colonies. I don't want to play this. Borg is a real performer and can't help showing off to the crowd. He's tuning up his fist. Round one. Oh, I've been dazed with something here. See, it's like it's like they wanted to do the punch out thing of like, oh, he steps away and does like a taunt or like, you know, a little thing or a tell or, you know, we're going to make it so that you can, you know, and then you when he comes back in, you can punch him, but he doesn't go flying. You don't knock him over. So it hit him and he just does. Round over. Cosmic record 0-0. There are a lot of stories about the lineage of this game, some easier to verify than others. But a prototype does exist. That has Mike Tyson in it. But yeah, you know, once Nintendo's license with Mike Tyson expired, you know, they did not renew it on account of, I think Mike Tyson had been in some legal trouble by that point. And so they eventually go on to do their reissue of Punch-Out without Mike Tyson. The controls are not entirely dissimilar to Punch-Out. But without any of the feel, without any of the anything. That might have made you want to play this, you know, as a there's been games that have been Punch-Out in the future, you know, like past this. Developers tried to leverage the things of Punch-Out and realized what those things were. Whereas I feel like this game, the kind of like the physical tell and the, hey, if you read this right, you get to get a lot of damage in, and you know, like this thing just starts in a real weird spot. There, and we knocked him down. We did it. timing, the movement, like it's just so shitty. And then I believe that the technology here, they would go on to use it in the NES version of the George Foreman game. Which, you know, there was a run of George Foreman boxing games when he became the guy there for a little bit, and or when they were like, well, who can we get? Like post Tyson, who's the guy? You know, you had Evander Holyfield, you know, Buster Douglas. A series of licensed boxing games, none of which were any fucking good. There were a couple, you know, maybe like one of the fucking Foreman games was like okay. Like maybe like some 16-bit version of Foreman was okay. I forget. But, you know, like they were chasing different goals, right? You know, Punch-Out is not a boxing game. Punch-Out is a timing and rhythm, you know, it's the particulars of boxing are not particularly germane to succeeding at Punch-Out. And so when you go and try to make a real boxing game, you know, you're making a fundamentally different thing at that point. Mark Tyler is victorious. Yes, yes, yes. Who's next, he says. 9763 Borg. What's the computer got this time? Derek Nodden. He's a Buglin from Nilfheim 23. He's Eric Nodden's older brother, you know. Push him to extremes and double your chances for success. Oh, man. It is fun because he steps out and steps back in over and over again, and you're like, ah, yeah. It's not good. I don't know what you hey, guess what? Power Punch 2 looks bad, feels bad, is bad. Just gonna trade here forever. Fuck it. But yeah, you don't really have any kind of like quick sways. It's just you can move left and right, and you have a little bit more left and right motion than you would have had in a Punch Out. And so you kind of end up in these situations where you're like, you can dodge punches that way, but it's not like a quick sway out of the way. It's not a timing, it's not as much of a fun timing-based mechanic. And so it becomes this weird, crappy feeling. Mark Tyler, ladies and gentlemen. So it's sort of this feeling of like, you know, this feels like Punch Out designed over a telephone. Like someone had never really seen Punch Out much. Maybe they saw some pictures of it, and then someone described the game over the phone. It was like, okay, so it's like you're behind them, and you're kind of like, you know, there's sort of a timing aspect, and you know, patterns and. I will not fight 9763 Borg again. I will not. I will not play this game ever again. I will not. Absolute trash. Bottom of the barrel, straight up garbage. Offensively so, in a lot of ways. Power Punch 2 is a goddamn abomination. Like, again, you know, they miss the point of everything that makes Punch Out good. It doesn't exist in a world, it doesn't exist as a quality boxing game in terms of the mechanics of the actual sport of boxing. It's a real piece of shit. I'd still probably rather play that than Best of the Best Championship Karate. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think about that some more? But it's gross, and it misses the point so severely. You know, obviously by naming it Power Punch 2, or you know, obviously, you know, the original name was Mike Tyson's Intergalactic Power Punch. But by calling it Power Punch 2, it's like they were almost trying to evoke. Well, not almost. I mean, you know, they were doing what they could to evoke Punch Out without calling it Punch Out, but it has none of the playability, none of the charm, none of the graphical prowess. I mean, go back and look at Mike Tyson's Punch Out and look at the color palettes here, and just like this dog shit, absolute fucking trash. I think it'd be really funny if someone made Power Punch 1 now, just like as a goof, as like a aftermarket NES game. They said the uncovered original Power Punch 1. It'd be funny. And so, you know, they were trying to create a linkage there to Punch Out by putting a 2 in it, but they couldn't, you know, and it's interesting for sure. As the stories go for weird NES game development, it is relatively high up on the list of just like, what a weird story. And again, there are some that claim that Nintendo was involved at one point, and others that say that's the lineage there is not proven, and people maybe misremembering some things, and there is some debate there. It doesn't seem like that's been formally hammered out. So it's got a weird, mystique around it. And of course, it had that mystique before the Mike Tyson's intergalactic power punch prototype surfaced. It was even weirder there, but since that surfaced, it at least kind of closed the book on that aspect of it a little bit. But still a very strange thing. But a terrible video game. An absolutely terrible video game. And so where does it go on our list? It's worse than Rampage. I mean, we're already down here at the bottom, so that's very handy. It's very helpful for us. It's worse than Bart versus the World. It's worse than that shitty port of Tubin. It's worse than Skate or Die 2, The Search for Double Trouble. It's worse than Wally Bear and the No Gang. That's for sure. It's definitely worse than Super Pitfall, a janky piece of shit on its own, on its own. One might be better served with an unlicensed copy of Master Chew and the Drunkard Hugh, or who you. I'd rather play Treasure Island Dizzy. When we move through this list here, I would rather play Treasure Island Dizzy than Power Punch 2. Chiller is a better game. Back to the Future 1, though, no, you know what? You'd be better off with a copy of Back to the Future 1. You'd probably be better off with a copy of Where's Waldo. Scientifically speaking, you'd rather play Swamp Thing. It's better than the Blues Brothers, though. It's also better than Dudes with Attitude. It's our new number 338. Congratulations to Power Punch 2. What a piece of fucking trash. If not for its relatively somewhat cloudy lineage, no one would ever talk about it. Beam Software bringing it to you big time. Straight out of Australia, they had snakes up in the ceiling while they were making this game. I'm sure of it. They had snakes all giant spiders. Drop Bears made this game. 338 for Power Punch 2. Congratulations. What a disgusting thing. And I'm sure that people lost sleep developing that video game. That's the thing. Everything on this list, someone worked real hard on, and more power to them. I love people that make games. It's like sometimes we're shitting on games 30 years after the fact here, but I do try to keep it to the games and not the people what made them. Except in clear-cut cases where you know that someone specifically fucked a thing up and had some bad ideas or whatever, but that's few and far between. So did that make bottom 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it did. Power Punch 2 is now in the bottom 10. Congratulations to Mark Tyler, intergalactic boxer extraordinaire. We love him for it. Let's try and fit one more in here. Tim wanted to see this game. This was also a carryover from last week. I'm hesitant, man. I don't want to just have bad games over and over again. But hey, we got some good, we had some strong stuff on this list as well. So let's get into Robocop 2. I love the font work and music and the straight up, all the Europe falling out of this game, all the United Kingdom, all the ocean. Is that? Yeah, ocean, of course. Music and sound effects are on. They finally figured it out. Oh, listen to these like 2600 ass noises on the menu. He just keeps shooting that fucking gun too. This is great. This is a great screen. I'm sure it was more impressive on the ZX Spectrum. Oi, me specky. The nuke laboratory has been located. Destroy all the nuke on the premises. Target villains to be arrested. Are indicated by a flashing icon on your status panel. A secret nuke store is reported in this area. Oh boy. I feel like they probably could have done a little bit more with the color palette here. Maybe not, but this does look like a remastered Spectrum game. Oh, that's nuke in the bottles there. I see. So momentum is a weird thing for Robocop. Oh, we can't go back. Okay. We die in the water. So I guess we don't necessarily have to get every single nuke. To finish the level. It's not one of those games. There's a W up there. I don't know what it does. Fucking hit him! I cannot hit down and jump to go down there, so I don't know what the... Those are good pause and unpause noises, I'll give them that. Fuck you! Oh my god, I'm all the way back here! We got a W. W's in the chat, please. Stop it! He's just punching the batteries right out of me. Oh yeah, spin the gun. There, yeah, great. We're having a great time. This is not good. You've not destroyed enough nuke in your last mission. Proceed to the firing range for testing and calibration. Fuck you. The movement on this cursor is not great. this was video games. I mean, especially if you had a computer. You know, like this. Ah. Are those ones zombies? Like, are they fucked up on nuke and I'm supposed to shoot them? Is that our harm reduction here? You see a drug addict, put him down. Oh, I need to hit 29 more fucking targets, dude? I don't... Oh, that added 10 to the number. I see. So even the zombie ones we do not shoot. Got it. Can't move anymore. I guess that's it. I want Robocop to arrest the people that made this game. Is there a way? Oh my god, Robocop fell into pieces. I was like, is there a specific way to arrest people that I'm missing? These are fun screens. They're very colorful. They're, you know, they're big. They're big. Thanks to Mark, Chris, Steve, John, Gary, Matt, Bill, and Az for making this game. I mean, yeah, we got to continue, you know. Actually, I should stay up there, and then there's a nuke I can get up here. But that means there's another one. I just need to fall down here, get this one. I missed so much nuke back there. Tastes like baby food. Seriously, what? What is one supposed to do here? I don't actually want to know. I just, like... Are these guys in the vests the criminals that must be arrested? Or is it just all of them? Is it just how many enemies I shot? You know, arrested. Oh, Robocop. Like, I don't have any way to shoot up at an angle. You hit your head on that, so I can't jump up high enough to, like, you know, if the nuke was there, could I shoot it? Or, you know, like, it doesn't seem like that's an option. RoboCop 2 is a very different game from RoboCop 1. But it might be like RoboCop 1 was a game with like weird control issues. You know, it was like getting up and down a staircase. Like there was just things like that were had problems and made that game a drag. But there were aspects of that game that you wanted to like because, you know, it was RoboCop 1. This is just fundamentally fucked up. It does not. And again, it feels like a Spectrum game. It feels like a computer game, you know, that got ported to the NES, which I'm sure is exactly what happened here. And it's probably the best version of the game in some way. You know, you got 2 buttons, so you don't have to push up to jump like some kind of fucking sicko. And I love the Commodore 64, but god damn it. Colorful, big images, and that's kind of nice. And you're like, hey, look at this, you know, ocean. If I could put this cartridge in and just listen to the ocean loader music, that would be a better time than anything I played. But man, what the fuck, dude? Why, you know? And the big colorful, I feel like that's such a computer game move of that era. Like, you know, the like, oh, we did like a light gun, like a shooter section, a first person shooter section, like Operation Wolf or something. But it sucks because you can't use an actual light gun and the cursor moves like garbage and, you know, all of those sorts of things. RoboCop 2 is worse than RoboCop 1. But it feels very indicative of that era of computer games as well. So like that's interesting. Like it kind of makes me want to go see the Commodore 64 version of it because I bet it'd be easier to kind of give that one a pass because at least you go like, well, hey, you know, it's the Commodore 64. You know, it's not nearly as powerful. You know, like all of that. But that's not going to be it's not going to make it a good game. You still don't want to fucking play it. All it means is that it's probably gonna have to load off the fucking floppy disk before you can get to the really crummy ass first person sequence. It's rough stuff. You would be better off with a copy of Street Fighter 2010: The Final Fight. You would have a better time with a copy of Ikari Warriors 2 Victory Road. It's kind of in this slot, this like Total Recall Hudson Hawkish kind of zone here. It's better than Ghostbusters 2. It's better than Hudson Hawk. It's not better than Hatcher. It's fucking Hattress. Fucking Hattress. Total Recall's a better game. Is it better or worse than Hattress? It's worse than Hattress. It's worse than Hattress. It's Robocop 2. Our new number 275. An interesting split today, for sure. And there you have it. Robocop 2. Well, they can't all be the Guardian Legend or the Adventures of Lolo. That much we learned today. We have a couple of games on the list that did not make it through, so we'll look at next week. That's Skull and Crossbones and Panic Restaurant. Which, Panic Restaurant looks interesting. I'm not familiar with that game. But I looked at it very briefly before the show. I was like, oh, this seems like it might be kind of cool. Skull and Crossbones, less so. So we've already got an interesting mix. If you want to influence that interesting mix, you can head to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann and join the advisory panel today. Hop on the Discord. Let's have a good time with video games. That's going to do it for me here. I hope you have a good weekend. Be back next week on Tuesday. We'll talk about, I think next week's podcast on Tuesday we'll be talking, I'll talk about Avowed, which I played a little bit of a couple days ago, as well as Atomfall and a couple of other things. And I believe we'll talk about Star Wars and Concord. We'll talk about the city of Concord. So yeah, that'll be back on the podcast on Tuesday. So come on through then. We'll talk about some video games, and then we'll play some. We'll play some next week, and then we'll be back here on Friday to play some Panic Restaurant, some Skull and Crossbones. Who knows what else? I got to tell you, man. I've been looking at the list of big games, the games that I kind of try to save for special occasions, or like, hey, this is a game that could anchor an episode. Guardian Legend being one of those games. Guardian Legend was almost Metal Gear today, so I think Metal Gear. I'm gonna have to play some Metal Gear here pretty soon. See what's up with that game, scientifically speaking. Anyway, until then, have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.